Brotherhood, man's dream of harmony, freedom to form relationships with others. Camp Brotherhood, where the dream becomes reality, where understanding and respect for one another occurs naturally. Camp Brotherhood, developing a better understanding between races, cultures, and creeds, in an environment that provides opportunity for people to know one another as individuals, freed from the pressures and distractions of busy urban life. If Brotherhood is to become a reality, it must first be experienced. This attitude makes Camp Brotherhood unique. The belief that Brotherhood is part of an active relationship with other people. Camp Brotherhood provides a physical situation where ideals of brotherhood are carried out. A truly spiritual oasis in the midst of a busy world growing rapidly around us. Camp Brotherhood was founded in 1966 by Rabbi Levine of Temple de Her Sinai and Father William Tracy of the Catholic Archdiocese. Their vision of an intercultural, interracial center for human understanding was shared by others who formed a board of directors, and Camp Brotherhood was born. Initial funds were provided by these early participants to purchase a 320-acre tract of land surrounded by government forest preserve and tree farms, 1 hour north of Seattle. In the heart of the Skagit Valley, the land contains broad green fields, wooded hillsides, streams, and ravines. The property's original farmhouse still stands, and old farm buildings house animals as they always have. Many have been involved in furthering the Camp Brotherhood project, including the 1968 graduating class in architecture from the University of Washington. 15 young men representing different backgrounds designed and built Fisher Lodge, a soaring 3-story structure built around a huge circular fireplace. This building is designed to sleep 75, has a fully equipped kitchen, and a multi-purpose room that accommodates 125 people at a meal or meeting. The lodge was a class project entitled Environ 68, and a bronze plaque in the main entrance honors the students' demonstration of brotherhood in action. Since that time, additional facilities have been added to meet the demand made by continuous growth and use. This is Forest Lodge, featuring a cheery brick fireplace in the main meeting area and 3 separate rooms for small meetings or sleeping space, accommodating up to 35 people. 3 tent platforms further expand sleeping facilities by 18. This is Kraus Cottage, reserved for visiting clergy and guest speakers. It houses up to 6 people and has its own kitchen and fireplace. Camp Brotherhood has a full-time staff of up to 10 people. These include the resident camp director, superintendent of grounds and maintenance, home economist, dietitian, nutritionist, and from 1 to 3 cooks, depending on necessity. Camp Brotherhood's existing 200 acres of pastoral forest and farmland abound with facilities for every outdoor recreation imaginable. An amphitheater with stage and fire pit, and a multi-purpose outdoor shelter, complete with wood stove, offer the opportunity for outdoor activities ranging from fireside song fests to cookouts, meetings, and dramatic presentations. Camp Brotherhood's miles of scenic trails are perfect for long hikes or leisurely strolls down paths lined with evergreens. A multi-purpose outdoor court is used for basketball, tennis, badminton, volleyball, and tetherball. An athletic field with a baseball backstop and plenty of room for football, soccer, and other games becomes the center of activity for many. The heated swimming pool is open most of the year, and arrangements can be made for hay rides, beginning at the camp's original farm site. Lake McMurray, less than half a mile from Camp Brotherhood, offers swimming, boating, canoeing, and other water sports. Indoor activities include billiards, table tennis, and foosball, as well as open fire pits to gather around for singing or just relaxing. The possibilities are endless when considering the extent of Camp Brotherhood's recreational facilities, and there's always something for everyone. Camp Brotherhood's purpose is to provide a facility that brings people of all ethnic, economic, and age groups to a better understanding of each other. We We believe that the problems of society are largely the problems of communication and tolerance. The widening gap between generations, cultures, and nations can be closed if we listen to and understand one another. Camp Brotherhood was created as a setting free from the distractions and pressures of urban life, where living dialogue can occur naturally. This is achieved by living on the same grounds, eating, playing, and meeting together, thereby creating unlimited opportunities for interpersonal and intergroup relationships. In this kind of environment, mutual trust, respect, and cooperation result, bringing people face to face with the necessity of learning to live in respect of one another. Camp Brotherhood's facilities are open year-round for retreats, conferences, and seminars. Availability is determined on a first-come, first-served basis, and reservations can be made for as many weeks as you wish, or just for a weekend. Rates are determined by the number of persons in a group and include 3 hot meals a day, overnight accommodations, coffee breaks, and general use of the facilities. Camp Brotherhood cares enough about the future of our society to make the Communication Center available for all groups and persons of goodwill. At Camp Brotherhood, there is an environment for interpersonal and intergroup understanding. Brotherhood can be expressed. Brotherhood means giving to others the same rights and respect we wish for ourselves. Camp Brotherhood is the common ground for this ideal. To make reservations or for additional information, please call Camp Brotherhood's business office at area code 206-451-0528 or write Camp Brotherhood, 12835 Bell Red Road, Suite 130, Bellevue, Washington, 98005. Discover something about yourself and then share it with others. Discover Camp Brotherhood.
Camp Brotherhood, Camp Brotherhood. Location, location, location. Central to all, sitting approximately halfway between Vancouver, BC and Seattle. Just a little over an hour from Seattle or from Vancouver, convenient to all the Puget Sound and available even to Eastern Washington with the same ease that it takes to get to Seattle. Camp Brotherhood's investment represents a history of an effort and energy expended in not only countless dollars, but countless hours by many groups developing many facilities under the watchful guidance of the past and present directors of Camp Brotherhood. Through them, Camp Brotherhood's operation has flourished towards net assets and replacement value represents a total market value that exceeds $1.5 million, but its true real value cannot be counted in dollars. The vision of these two men, Rabbi Raphael Levine and Father William Tracy, had not only planted the seed and instilled the dream of Camp Brotherhood, but they, along with its board and officers, have nurtured its development and kept it afloat. Rabbi Levine initially sparked the effort it took to obtain the funds that built Camp Brotherhood. Father Tracy, through his efforts and continuing effort, has kept this vision and dream alive by personally obtaining sizable donations. Through Bob Rogers, Camp Brotherhood's corporate president, tireless efforts of introducing the area to more and more individuals and groups, he has obtained the additional funds that have kept Camp Brotherhood moving forward in the direction it is now going. Raymond Hunthausen, the Catholic Archbishop of Seattle, and a spiritual leader of thousands in the Northwest, has given Father Tracy his blessing. He has urged him to continue to make possible the dream of the Family Center. Both Rabbi Levine and Father Tracy initiated and proposed this Family Center concept to the directors of Camp Brotherhood. They received the board of directors' blessings to expand Camp Brotherhood from just a youth camp to a complete family center, a program encompassing the needs of all the members of the family. Through Father Tracy's leadership, along with Rabbi Levine and their committee, countless workshops and meetings have taken place with many different groups, both at Camp Brotherhood and other areas in the last 2 years, all to determine the needs of the community and the requirements of these various groups. The meetings were directed toward the assembly of facts and information that will be factored into the master plan of developing a facility capable of housing a family center program at Camp Brotherhood. Countless groups besides those listed on the screen, plus religious organizations, have both inspired and helped to formulate our business plan. In addition, they have all offered their assistance toward reaching this goal. In addition to these groups, many individuals have played an important part in the assemblage of the concept plan for a family center facilities at Camp Brotherhood. John Riley, judge of the Supreme Court, wrote of the importance of a camp and center such as this, to aid in the removal of family indifferences between its various members, and above all else, a place where these important relationships could be renewed. Dan Evans, as governor, was there at the inception of Camp Brotherhood, and now as Washington Senator in the United States Senate, has offered to lend his support to our Family Center expansion program. Stanley McNaughton, Chief Executive Officer of PEMCO Financial Center, has not only added his words of praise, but has added his financial backing by donating thousands of dollars toward this Family Center effort. Neil Kuiper, Director Emeritus of the Presbyterian Council Services and a recognized expert in family programs, has offered his blessings, his guidance, and his thoughts in regard to the development of this type of family center. The Church Council of Greater Seattle, through its president William Tate, has offered his congratulations and his best wishes toward the efforts being expended to expand Camp Brotherhood to a total family center concept. All of these individuals, as well as countless others interviewed, expressed their thoughts as to its great need. A center to make available the type of facilities that will provide for the housing of families, for not only structured retreats and workshop programs, but a place where families could go to as a sanctuary in time of crisis, or a place where its privacy and its serene natural beauty and solitude could provide better understandings and the healing balm to assist in the human mending process. Through this input and countless other individuals, groups, and organizations, too numerous to mention here, a master plan was developed. Through the executive committee and the officers and directors of Camp Brotherhood, a business plan or conceptual plan toward the establishment of a family center facility was assembled in January 1985. With the assistance from professionals and experts familiar with this field, the conclusion was that this type of unique facility was found to be needed and would be supported by its use. The main problem was to cover the initial costs involved in expanding Camp Brotherhood's existing facilities into this type of total family center. A concept plan was developed to provide facilities for study, conferences, and retreats. These would be key to educational, cultural, and ecumenical programs for the total family and its interrelationship between youth, adults, and seniors. It would provide a facility to help deal with family crisis, covering divorce, drugs, death, illness, handicapped, alcohol, child abuse, and countless other family problems. Many professional churchmen are looking for a way to offer these families as family units a new and refreshing environment for help in solving their problems. Camp Brotherhood is an ideal place to fill this need if overnight family facilities can be built. Utilizing this information, proposed facilities were conceptually designed, starting with 50 motel family-type units, along with a new conference center with accompanied recreation area, seminar workshop and food accommodation hall, a separate library and spiritual center was planned. All these conceptual designs were master planned onto the Camp Brotherhood property. This drawing represents this first phase conceptual development plan. These conceptual plans and various architectural designs were evaluated and utilized in order to determine some basis for cost for these additional facilities. Through this study, a budget requirement of approximately $1.5 million was forecasted. With the agreement from the board of Camp Brotherhood to donate the existing $1.5 million Camp Brotherhood facilities, it now would only require the raising of matching funds to reach this family center plan goal. Bob Boutneau of his engineering firm Leonard & Boutneau formulated this data booklet, and along with Bob Rogers, president of Camp Brotherhood, and myself, Mayor Barron, as co-chairman with Father Tracy of the Executive Committee for the Family Center, met with the county commissioners and the various administrative officials of Skagit County regarding the concept of expanding Camp Brotherhood. This meeting was to determine from a conceptual standpoint if our plans were feasible and would be acceptable to the county when proposed. Their comments were all positive, and they expressed the fact that they look forward to its formal submittal. Finally, the Northwest Family Center at Camp Brotherhood, with concept plan in place, now represents the original dream for the future, reflected from Rabbi Levine and Father Tracy's first thoughts at the camp's original inception in 1967. These words have been repeated on the back of our new Camp Brotherhood brochure. During this period, Rabbi Raphael Levine finished his book, Profiles in Service, about the lives of many people who, in his opinion, help people. This book listed over 100 individuals in our Seattle community who influenced Rabbi Levine and were instrumental in many of the programs that he instigated. These people were among those he wished to call upon to help this future dream of a non-sectarian family center at Camp Brotherhood come true. Before he could see his dream come true, Rabbi Levine was fatally injured in a car accident and was taken from us. Through his gallant efforts, and now through his memory, his loving wife and his best friend and co-founder of Camp Brotherhood, Father Tracy, have joined together, along with Rabbi Rafe's countless friends and admirers, to establish a Rabbi Levine Memorial Fund at Camp Brotherhood. This fund is being set up to aid in the expansion of Camp Brotherhood's facilities into the concept of a Northwest Family Center. As two of the privileged 100 from his book, Profiles in Service, who were touched by Rabbi Levine and his dream, Father Tracy and myself ask that we all join in to make this most worthwhile endeavor become a reality. Expansion of Camp Brotherhood into a total family center is a concept whose time is past due. Let's all help make this our own and our family's personal goal and partake in its important, timely development.